Hey everyone, welcome back to another Sims 4 YouTube video. Today we are doing all things infant related in The Sims. This mod review is specifically for my infants in The Sims, calling all infants. This is for you because we have 6 incredible mods to add in to your Sims 4 gameplay to make playing with infants 10 times better. Because as my saying goes, we have a lot, but not a lot in The Sims. So anyways, let me fill up your mod folders once again and add in some new mods into your gameplay. All right, so we are in game, and the first mod that we're gonna be looking at is by Plumlace. It is a slower decay mod where it essentially Millie is having some problems. This is Millie and this is Kiana, but the mod itself slows down the decay for your infant motives by 50%. So in The Sims, it can be really complicated playing with infants, and I'm sure that most of you guys get a little overwhelmed with your infants because of how much they need to be cared for. This mod essentially lowers the decay for your infant Sims. So I can't really show you exactly how it works, but you can tell from this motive panel a little bit of how it works because they're probably not going down as fast as, you know, base game, or if you didn't have this mod in your mod folder. I love using it. It is the perfect mod for your infants just because I too get overwhelmed, and when there's a lot of things going on in your Sims 4 game, the last thing you need is a very needy infant. So this kind of makes it a little easier with playing with infants, and actually I find it to be less stressful in my gameplay with this mod because the infants can kind of be by themselves for a little bit and not have to be attached by your Sim's hip. So that is a great mod to add into your gameplay if you play with infants a lot. The next mod is going to be with I'll even keep this up so you guys can see it through the video, but basically the next mod is for your infants. I got so used to toddlers where you could click on an adult and basically ask them for certain things. And this mod is the Get Diaper Change from Kiana, where your infants can actually ask a Sim. Now, she doesn't need to be changed in this moment, but it is an option for your infants if you are clicked on your infants to see the motives, that you can just be like, oh, Millie needs a diaper change, go find your adult, your trusted adult, and ask them for a diaper change, and you can do that. That really comes in handy because, I don't know, I got so used to toddlers and being able to ask the adults a little bit more of a wider array of things, so it's very nice to be able to do that with your infants. I love how Kiana just set her child down to watch TV. I don't even know what she's watching. Now, this next mod has to do with infant milestones. So essentially, I'm going to try and get her to get a milestone because whenever infants get milestones, right here. So she reached a milestone, but your Sims always will walk over and celebrate. This mod by Boss Lady overrides that so that your Sims just do their own thing. As you can see, she reached the milestone. There was no celebration because of the mod. So that's great because then your Sims won't walk from the kitchen all the way to your infant to be like, yay, you did it. She did walk in here, but I think she was just checking on the infant because this brings me to my next mod, which is a new daycare mod. It's a better daycare by A Deep Indigo, and you can basically send your babies, infants, and toddlers to daycare. They can learn skills. They can be gone for 8 hours. Now with babies, it's a bit different because if you leave the property, they will be sent back to regular daycare, whereas infants and toddlers will stay in that elective daycare, almost like the education overhaul mod. So you can see right here, the send to daycare. We can go ahead and click it, and essentially this mod has 2 optional files in it. One of the files is to remove the skill add-on to where they would learn the skills in daycare. If you keep that file, it's going to remove the ability for them to learn skills. If you remove it, it will keep the option available for your infants and toddlers to learn while they're... Alright, she's been sent to daycare. I don't know why that took so long, but now she'll be gone. And there's another option that I was going to bring up is money. You have an option to pay for daycare, or you have an option to take it out and not pay for it. I decided to do it just because I do like the realistic gameplay, and that is one of the things that comes with realistic gameplay is, you know, you got to pay for daycare. But as you can see here, her motives are still pretty good for it being, you know, almost a full day in The Sims, but now that she's at daycare, she's going to be, you know, getting taken care of and Kiana can go about, you know, her own stuff. So if you needed a break from, you know, the infants in The Sims, you can do that. Now, you will have to send them to daycare manually, I'm pretty sure, but it is a great option that if you're at work and your Sims and your infants or toddlers need to go to like daycare or toddlers going to preschool using education overall, they could do that. I won't ramble on any longer, but her motives are, she's so sad. You can pull them out at any time. So if I wanted to pull her out now, I can do that and she will have returned from daycare. She is tired, which leads me on to my next mod, which you've been a longtime follower of this channel. You probably already have seen this mod, but I'm going to show it again because it deserves all the credit. It deserves all the credit, and it is essentially a take nap with your newborns for people that are new to this mod or haven't seen it. If you go into baby care, you will see a take nap with baby, and they will essentially go to the nearest chair and take a nap with their infants. Now, this is probably not the most comfortable spot for you to be doing this, but it looks so stinking cute. Look at that. That is so cute. Not only does your Sims sleep needs go up, but your infants do as well. And it's just like such a cute bonding moment. Like, I had to put it in here again, okay? Because this is the perfect infant mod for my infant loving Simmers, okay? Now, the other thing that you could do is if you didn't want them to sit on a, like this chair right here, you can have them sit on this rocking chair and then do it on here as well. Before I move to our next mod, I want to show you her needs. So she does need to get her diaper changed. So I'm trying to find where our Sim is out here. Kiana, what are you doing? You saw me being able to click get a diaper change. We're just gonna click that again, Kiana, because clearly... There we go, she did it! And for this next mod that I'm going to cover, it is a functional pacifier mod, and it is the last mod of this video, but I am gonna change her outfit because I was reading, and there's actually problems with anything that has like a hood on it or the teddy bear outfit that it causes a glitch and where you can't see the pacifier. So I'm gonna go ahead and change her to her everyday outfit. No, Kiana is literally oblivious to my actions. Thank goodness. As you can see, I tested this out to make sure that it worked, but you can see that there is a... Can you look at me, Millie? Millie, right here. Right here, Millie. There's a pacifier in her mouth. If we set her down, we can... Oh, the waterworks have started. As you can see, there is a pacifier in her mouth. And you're probably wondering, Caroline, how did you get that in her mouth? I'm going to show you. So go into build mode. You're either going to be able to find this in two sections. Either the bathroom with accents, and it's going to be right here. Or you can go ahead and find it in kids clutter, and it will be right there. All right? Once you get the pacifier and you purchase it, you will be able to click on it and hit remove pacifier, and she'll remove it from her mouth. Or you can click use pacifier and she'll put it back in her mouth, okay? If I have her move over here, we can see the pacifier more clearly. So as you can see, she's got a pacifier in her mouth, and it is a functional one, and it does help soothe them. This is literally a war zone right now, but as you can see, soothing all worries fade away. So I'm hoping that Millie will be able to, you know, feel a little bit better when she gets plopped on the ground, having that pacifier in her mouth. And hopefully she will be okay, because she is an infant that clearly does not like being sat down. But anyways, that is the mods that I have for you today regarding infants. It was actually not that difficult today. I think the only difficult thing was the pacifier, because for a second I thought it wasn't working because I had the teddy bear costume on, and then when I read through it, found out it was a bug. So I just want to put that out there for you guys, that if you're going to use the pacifier mod, anything with a hood on it is probably not going to work with it. So I'm sure it will probably get resolved, but I'm not sure when that is. But it does still work, and I think it's a great mod. Adds in that realism to the game. If you want to see more mods like this catered to infants, I will try my best to find, you know, infant mods and do a video like this every once in a while. I will say that all of these mods I do play with in my own game, and I love them, especially Plumlace's Slower Decay infant mod. I know there's a few others out there, but I personally just play with the Plumlace one, and that has done me wonders. Also, if you want to see more mod reviews like this, I have done a few infant mod reviews in the past, but not a ton of them. But I know you guys are constantly looking for new mods to add into your game, so I try my best to find, you know, newer mods that have not really been talked about and put them in the video so that you guys can find them. But with that being said, if you all enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your push notifications down below so you never miss a mod review or even live stream on this channel again, and I will see you all on Monday.